The saltwater life zone is divided between three types: coral reefs, which are found along continents such as Australia, estuaries, which are found where rivers or streams merge with the ocean, and oceans, which are distributed around the globe and make up about 3/4 of the planet. Today we are traveling to the Great Barrier Reef off the coast of Australia. The climate of the saltwater life zone marine biome is warmer closer to the equator and colder closer to the poles. The outside climate does not affect this biome, but this biome affects the climates of the mainlands around it. The polar seas in the high latitudes can be as cold as -2 degrees Celsius or 28.4 degrees Fahrenheit, while the Persian Gulf in the low latitudes can be as warm as 36 degrees Celsius or 96.8 degrees Fahrenheit. The average temperature of the ocean surface waters is about 17 degrees Celsius or 62.6 degrees Fahrenheit. An estimated 95,000 cubic miles of rainwater falls over the oceans each year. This is approximately 78.8% of global annual precipitation. This makes sense because the oceans take up about 77.5% of the Earth's surface area. If you do the math, the average annual precipitation for the ocean is about 1 meter or 40 inches per year.
The saltwater biome is home to countless species of plants and animals. In the oceans, one could encounter whales, dolphins, sharks, seals, walruses, crustaceans, starfish, mussels, and clams, among others. Coral reefs are home to animals such as starfish, jellyfish, eels, crabs, polyps, turtles, shrimp, lobsters, and mollusks. Estuaries can be home to different species of worms, oysters, crabs, crocodiles, snakes, and waterfowl, such as herons, ducks, and geese. The saltwater biome is also full of different varieties of plants such as kelp, barnacles, wild sea anemones, sponges, plankton, algae, and seagrasses. During our underwater adventure, we encountered many of these animals and plants.
Underwater animals have adapted to the saltwater biome in 5 main ways. The first is their sleek bodies to cut down friction while swimming. The second is that they have gills to let them breathe underwater. The third is that they have eyes on the sides of their heads so they can see predators coming. The fourth is their fins that help them swim faster. And the fifth is their color-coded skin that helps camouflage them against predators.
Underwater plants have adapted in many different ways as well. Coral reefs are adaptations themselves because they grow from trash and turn into a huge living aquatic community.
We also saw a bunch of invasive species while on our underwater adventure. The global wind patterns affecting the saltwater biome are the polar easterlies, prevailing westerlies, and tropical easterlies in both the northern and southern hemispheres. These winds determine the orientation and shapes of the coral reef. There is no climatogram for this biome because its climate varies greatly due to its distribution across 3/4 of the planet. Instead, we found a graph measuring the salinity of the oceans around the world.
The natural and geological hazards associated with the saltwater life zones are tropical storms, floods, hurricanes, tsunamis, tidal waves, and underwater earthquakes.
Humans impact the saltwater biome during events such as oil spills, pollution, overfishing, ballast water, invasive species, coastal development, agriculture, urban development, salt production, recreation, and the dumping of trash and toxic wastes. These disasters kill animals, but not a majority. However, if we continue down this dark and dangerous path, we could end up causing the extinction of numerous aquatic species.
These are a few of the laws put in place to help the saltwater biome.
Under the sea, darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me. Up on the shore, they work all day. Out in the sun, they slave away. While we're devoting full time to floating under the sea.